Zakutemo. Biteredde. Take good.
Apa देखो? Apa देखो?
Wanji? Okay.
naye awo si wawanvu nnyo ogenda ba tewesunze
As I was saying, in the last two encounters, Kcca has won all of them. But starting this game out here, Sporters starts on a very good note, leading by 6 points, and Kcca is sitting at just 5 points. It's a great start for the defending champions. And of course, I always say that teams do not forget. Yeah, and Sporters Volleyball Club is one of those teams. And then, of course, Kcca having such a great improvement so far this season. There's a little bit of a scramble there. Off system set, Duke sends that down the line, but unfortunately catches the antenna on the way, and that is ball out. Carlos going in for service. We know him as a jump server, but with just the weather having been quite bad a few minutes ago, the court is a bit slippery. Yeah, but he still, that doesn't stop him from going for his jump service. Agawa now taking part in the setting role. Set going to Esau. It's a dump. Goom Daniel, very well placed. Alan on the pipe, sending that in the net. Unfortunately, Kcca seems to be pushed. Service once again from Carlos. Tough pass for Duke. It's an off-system set. This time hitting very high on the hands. Very well saved. Back set for Goom on the back court. Good defense once again from the libero. Defense from Spotters, going to Duke, this time swinging higher on the hands of Owen and getting a much needed side out to get Spotters back in the lead. Service error, this time from Esau. It's another great point for Spotters. It's still the first set, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at NSAMBYA Arena. For those who have not yet joined us physically, and then those who are watching online, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Another service error, this time from Bosco Opila on the Spotters side, but Spotters still maintaining their lead. It's a four-point lead for them. Now Owen going in for the service. Ijongat on the front row with Mugenyi and of course the setter Tol. Service error once again. 3 service errors in a row from both sides. That is Owen now losing the service as well. Moses Odeke going in for the service setter for Spotters Volleyball Club. Going after Mugenyi on the service. Backward for Carlos. Good touch on the block. Agaba on the set. Good hitting high, but simple. Kept alive. Mugenyi on the hit. Moses right there with the defense off system set. Alan going very hard on the hit. That is on court, and the ball is on court, and there is a touch from the blockers on that hit. I'm just surprised Alan decided to go very hard on that off-system play. Yeah, usually he tends to take it over, but this time he decides to take a risk and he's able to get that side out. Tough pass. Once again going to Carlos down the line. Agaba just couldn't do anything because the hit just comes in very fast and hot from Carlos. He's now on the front row. Both setters on both sides in the back row, which means 3 attackers on the front court for both sides. Good pass from Duke, one of the best passers. Ian through the middle, ball is kept alive. Esau going for the free ball. Net touch called on Team Kcca. The blocking for Spotters is doing quite great today, and I can't say the same for Kcca. Both teams have a similar strength. Kcca is very strong on the net defense and Spotters as well, and they're all strong in the attack, but at the moment Spotters is doing slightly better on the net defense with great block touches. Is it an A serve? No, kept alive. Mugenyi with the hit, but that is also out. Several errors from the Kcca side at the start of this game. They're not yet settled in this game, and last weekend they played quite a wonderful game against Nemosters where they won 3-1, and it was sort of like a continuation from their National Club Championship final where they had won the match 3-0. And before this game we had Nemosters taking on Tigers, and that game ended 3-2 in favor of Nemosters. And I tell you, Tigers will be very happy with getting that point from Nemosters. 7-point lead for the defending champions. Service error from Alan Alinda. Yeah, Alan are back with spotters, having left them towards the end of the season, towards the end of last season. Yeah, but he is now finally back and rejoining the team. This is his second weekend. Agaba with the pass. Moses going through the middle. Ian, good swing from him. We've seen so many sets going to Ian as well from Moses. The connection is quite good today. They are using their middles so much more, I think, to just split that Kcca block. And of course, Kcca is still struggling with the passing. Service, this time it's good from Sharif through the middle. Opila Bosco is right there on that block, but that ball did not actually cross from Ijongat, but the block was right there. Another error from Kcca. They've not had a great start. We've not yet seen Esau's big swings. Maybe they are still settling in this game. Service error once again from spotters as well. Several service errors from both sides. Good pass from Duke. Opila, very high set. He can only dump it. Carlos, that's a free ball. Agaba with the setting to Duke. Big hit, but that is actually out. What a hit. Good watch from Kcca to see that that is going out. But I commend Agaba with that beautiful set. Service from Ijongat. Owen on the front row now. Very high block from Kcca on the front court right now. Opila off the hands of Owen. Good up. I tell you, Moses is using his middles so much more in this game. Service from Goom. It's an ace service. Very good play. Kcca is still starting very slow on the passing. Mugenyi is usually one of those very good receivers for Kcca side, but today he seems to be struggling a little bit, as well as Sharif. We've not seen the servers go after Esau yet because he's usually the weakest receiver, but I think they're just aiming at sending it on. But that is Carlos once again with that beautiful hit. Getting a side out. It is 21-14. Double substitution. We are going to see Iga Mohammed coming on for Chol. That is a double sub. Iga was in Rwanda playing for East African University of Rwanda last season, but this time he rejoined his team. Now he's coming on the double substitution with Kijambu as the setter. Kijambu was in Elion last season, and he also joined Kcca this season. Tough pass for Alan. Moses gets there in time. Goom on the backcourt of system, and he sends that in the net. Alan still struggling quite a lot with the passing on the spotter side. Agaba and Duke seem to have settled in already, but Alan playing both positions is quite tough in volleyball, playing through the middle and then as a receiver attacker. Opila Bosco, what a set from Moses Odeke. I thought that was going on the outside, but he still manages to connect it through the middle with a dig. Meanwhile, very good set. Kcca still struggling with the blocking, but with this double substitution, maybe we could see a difference that can be made by, oh, it's a jump service from Duke. Iga Mohammed with his fast swing, and there is a score. That is what I am talking about. He's a change maker for Kcca, and he starts quite well. His first swing of the game, and he already has a point. Sport is sort of at a disadvantage with their setter on the front row. Agaba with the passing. Pipe. Duke. Big hit. What a play. He's going to be one of those go-to players for Sportes this evening. Ian now back on the front court. Another loss of service from Opila Bosco. 2 rotations and he has not served on court. And Owen as well getting a chance to serve again because he also missed his last service. We have not yet seen the Kcca net defense. Good pass from Duke. Moses now going to Daniel on the backcourt. But that is going to be a line fault called on Daniel. He steps the line, jumping from the backcourt. Kcca will take that point. Substitution coming in, that is Omiel coming on for service for Owen. Thank you so much for those who have tuned in and watching this game. Let's go Sportes, that is from Nicholas. Then we see Amina, Sportes Twende. Then Okelo David talks about the camera. We are very sorry about that. The commentators are here as well. Ian with the swing. That is on court. What a play from the young man. The block is right there, but the swing just comes in even faster. If you look at the body language on the Kcca side, they seem to be ready for the next set and not this one, because it is even set point for Sportes. Set point for Sportes Volleyball Club. Service from Moses. Set through the middle. Good eyes from Ian. Good touch. Alan doesn't quite get it done. It's an error from him. I feel he's still struggling to settle in the position now, today. Yeah, but he's played it before several times. But I think right now, the struggle is still just a little bit there. Moses going to Ian once again to end the set, but that is another error. Kcca closing in and playing much better at the end of this set. Good up from Agaba, ball is kept alive. Kijambu setting a backcourt, but that is an error from Iga Mohammed. He doesn't quite cross that ball over, and that is the first set taken away by the defending champions. I told you it's going to be an intense game. Defending National League champions taking on the current, recently crowned National Club Championship winners. That is the end of the first set. I think the body language from Kcca was not quite good from that first set. They seemed to be very calm and relaxed, which probably wasn't the best thing for them in this set. But we could see them firing up in the next set. And of course, with the weather having been quite bad earlier on, the game is still going quite slow on both sides. But as we get into the second set, we look forward to seeing how much better it can get from both sides. And I wonder who is going to win this game here today. Please, there's a poll on our YouTube for those who are tuning in and watching. Please feel free to vote and see, and vote for the team you think is likely to win this game here today. And we shall see later on if you were right or not. 2 underway here. Sport S Volleyball Club has taken the first set against Team Kcca. I see online, I don't know if this is Asira, if that's the name. What is happening to Alan's passing today? I think Alan was just trying to get back in the game. Opila on the service. Good start there from Mugenyi. Big swing off the hands of Moses. Very good start from Kcca. And I see there's been a change in the setting, and of course in the opposite as well. We see Iga Mohammed has started the set with Kijambu as well. Service, Moses going to Gum. Good up from Esau, very good defense. Set again to Duke. And that ball doesn't even get close to the net. Kcca seems to be fired up for this second set. Starting very well with a 2-0 start. Ian blocked, sending over a free ball, but that is a point called for Kcca, double touch called on Ian. The ref says the head and the hands touched as well. Not a good start from Spotters in this second set. Duke with the pass, Moses going to Alan through the fingers of Ijongat. That is Alan with the first point for Spotters. Moses Odeke on the service. Good pass from Mugenyi, set in the middle. Ball is kept alive. It's going to be a free ball for Kcca. What can they do with it? They go to the pipe, Esau, but that is defended and not going back. Very good play from Kcca, smart play from Esau. If you cannot hit the ball, then at least find a way to score a point, and he does exactly that. Service error from Mugenyi. Alan going in for the service, which means Duke is also on the front court now. Thank you, Tito Owinyo, for enjoying from Gulu University. The game has just started. We are in set 2. My God, it is something that you rarely see on the volleyball court. That is a set from the libero, Sharif, but he sends it way too far, and Esau cannot recover it. And that is Spotters getting closer now, 1 point away. Alan with the service once again, good pass. What a hit from Iga Mohammed. Duke seems to think that block was on, but it's a block out. Still good placing of the block. Service, good pass. Moses with the set. Gum Daniel, big hit. Very good defense. Shut down. That is Ian with a beautiful one-man block. Off system set, but that is we now see also a change in the libero set for Gum Daniel. Shut down. Very good block there. A very high block as well from Esau and Owen. Moses now going to Duke. Very good block touch. These are the touches that Kcca was missing in the first set. Eager defense. Opila rushing that play and sending it out. 3-point lead for Kcca. Very good start from them in this set, and they're getting those block touches that they were missing in the first set, and they've started also to block as well. So we seem to see a different Kcca this set. Duke block touch once again. This time showing off on the block of Kijambu, the setter. That is Duke going above it and getting that side out. The setter continued to insist on him and make sure he gets that point because he's got a setter blocking him. Groom on the service. Good up, back set. Eager, shut down by Duke, and that is a good play. They cannot keep it alive. Intense matchup here between the defending league champions and the national club championship winners. Goom Daniel once again with the serve, tough pass, set to Esau. Looking for the line, but he doesn't quite get it. That ball is out. He was looking to use the block of Moses, but he sends it out. Amina, the commentator is on. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I am online. If you cannot hear me, then I don't know what's up, but I am on. Free ball, going to Duke. That is a net touch from Kijambu. Service from Goom Daniel. It's an ace service from him, and that is a point for Spotters to catch up very, very quickly in this game. They've not allowed Kcca to run away with the lead. Goom with that good service and able to catch up. Good pass from Mugenyi this time. Esau hitting very high. There is no touch on that block again. He's hitting very high. Very good swing, but unfortunately doesn't quite find the court. Spotters with the lead this time. Kcca making an early substitution. Mugenyi now out and Waiswa on the front. Waiswa on court. Another score for Kcca, for Spotters Volleyball Club. Goom having a great service run. Amina, I need to know if you can hear me. If you can hear the commentator, please send in a message and let me know. This time, Esau getting that much needed side out. It took a while. Goom Daniel serving. Net touch called on Kcca. Spotters very much fired up in this game. Service this time coming in from Duke. Is he going for the jump service or not? He does go for the jump service. Very big service, but good up from Sharif. Back set. Oh, through the block. That is Iga Mohammed. Big swing, ripping through the hands of Opila Bosco. And that little gap between him and Alan. KCCA is still very much in this game. Slightly disadvantaged on the net. The block seems to be quite short, but that may not stop them as well. Boom, Daniel through the back row. Big swing. What a hit. He seems to be fired up. And when he is up, it's going to be very difficult to shut him down. Kopila Bosco on the service. So much going on the side of KCCA. I don't know if I can even be able to explain it, but they seem to be struggling with the passing. Waiswa down the line, is it up? Opila cannot do anything to save it, but that's a smart play from Waiswa, and that is what he brings on the court. You're not going to see extremely heavy swings from him, but you're going to see very smart points coming in. Good pass from Alan. Moses going back to Daniel. This time it's a swing out. Oh my God. I think the game is just so intense. Goom is looking for the court, but unfortunately he doesn't quite find it. He's out for blood, as they say. He wants to win this game. Service error from Kijambu. I think that will be something to console Goom on that error that he made. But he's now on the front court. Moses going in for the service. Sport still leading this set, having taken the first set as well. Goom just saving that ball from leaving him, and this is what high and tall players do, high jumpers and tall players. That ball seemed so far away, but he's able to quite get it. KCCA still struggling with the passing. I keep mentioning it. It is the only thing that is making it difficult. Good pass, it's a dump. Chance for Alan to score, big swing. It's an overpass. Going to the pipe, and that is Duke. They're asking for a touch, but there was no touch. That is a swing out. Sharif in the firing zone, but able to just dodge that on the last minute. The fans enjoying that one. I enjoyed it as well. That is what liberos are for. You have to be very keen when you play, because that ball is out. Goom with a big swing from position 4, and he quickly gets that much needed side out. Alan struggling quite a lot with the passing and forcing the setter to play off-system balls, but he's now in the service. Going to Sharif, the setter looking for Esau. Oh, through the block, just slightly through the block. He's able to get that score, and he's going very high. Service from KCCA. Sport is still leading by 3 points. We are getting into the late game, and that makes it 4 with an error from Ijongat. People who are watching online, I just need to know what you think about the posture and the body language coming in from KCCA side. What do you think is the problem from KCCA side? I'll be reading your comments at the end of this set to see what you think is wrong. What is your analysis of what is going on in this game? Good up, very good touch on the block. Swing from Duke through the block once again. KCCA net defense still struggling. Owen just doesn't get there in time. Duke going very high, off-system ball, but he's still able to break through. Oh, it's an overpass, but Duke fired up here, just sends that to Spike Town. KCCA still suffering the consequences of their bad passing. Very good hit on the jump. Duke sending that to Spike Town, waiting for KCCA to call a timeout, maybe to see if they can maybe mend the situation a little bit. That's a smart serve from Ian. Esau going for the dub, but just shut down by Goom Daniel. Nothing is just passing on the spotters block at the moment. The net is just sealed and closed, and KCCA just wondering what they can do to make a difference. Seems like the defending champions have not forgotten what happened in Gulu. They seem to be out here for blood, and they seem to be here for business, because I don't think they have any other goal than to win the championship once again this season as well. But KCCA have also been one of those title contenders. They've been given that should I say badge or something, because of how they started the season, and they're still pushing. It's still just the second set. It's only the second set. Volleyball is a game of 5 sets, so they could do better maybe later on, but it is now 7-point lead for the defending champions. They've done so much differently, and even with Tumukunde Jonathan not around for this game, they are still not even struggling one bit. The net defense is doing much better than the net defense of KCCA, according to me, because I've not seen those kill blocks coming in from KCCA side, and that is what has been giving them the game. Those high swings from Esau, I have not seen any as well, and of course the passing being something that is giving them away. Ian with a very good service, giving the setter. It's a block. That ball did not actually go over. The setter tries to look for Iga in position 2, but he doesn't cross it. And I think this is also coming because of the passing, but of course the attackers also failing to just go through. I still think if that ball were to go through, the block is just right there. The setter needs to be able to find a way. Ian going after Iga. Opila getting himself that point as well. 23 for Spotters and 14 for KCCA. The defending champions want to run away with this game very quickly. They are playing quite wonderfully. Taking the first set already, and now in the second set, substitution coming in. Omiel coming on as the setter. I don't know what happened to Chol, because he's also now outside, but he's been playing quite well in the previous games, but now sitting on the bench and not even coming on for this substitution. Ian once again, tough pass. Omiel going to Owen in the middle. Good up, Duke swinging hard, blocked, it's still up, but unfortunately doesn't quite get to cross. That is the block that KCCA needs to have almost all the time for them to be able to maybe push themselves. That is Iga with that block. But at the moment, the defending champions seem unstoppable. Agaba with the pass, beautiful set through the middle. Even with Esau standing right there, Opila is able to get through. Goom Daniel back in the service, and it is set point for Spotters Volleyball Club. Can they take away this second set? Goom sends the service. Good pass from Waiswa, going to Iga. Very good defense from Agawa. Duke on the off-system hit. Esau. Oh, it's still up. Duke with the play. Oh my God, and that is it. The defending champions, Spotters, take the second set. World-class defense from that side. Beautiful swing from Iga, but Agawa says, I'm right here. Very good defense from Waiswa, keeping KCCA once again, and Alan saving that ball. Owen caught off guard on that play from Duke, and that is the second set, ladies and gentlemen. God, these comments. Anyway, I asked you guys towards the end of this set what you think is wrong with KCCA. Please feel free to share your messages right here, and we see what you think. And of course, the poll right now still in favor of KCCA. 53% that KCCA is likely to secure the victory, and 47% for Spotters Volleyball Club. But the game is still going on. For those who are joining in and watching us right now, It is 2-0, Sporters Volleyball Club having 2 sets and KCCA sitting at 0. But I remind you that in their last 2 encounters, KCCA won both games 3-1 and eliminating Sporters at the National Club Championships in the semi-finals. But Amina says KCCA didn't come to play. I think they did come to play, but their defense, okay, their strength is not working right now. The net defense, the passing is not quite there. And of course, the Sporters side just having attackers from all sides. Yes, and Ndaula Frederick says the players are cold. I agree. The players seem to be very, very cold on court. I do not see that great effort. It just comes in towards the end of the set, but we don't see it as we go on, because they started this set with a 4-point lead, but being able to just to lose it at 15 points is not something. I don't think at this point we can say the court, because the weather seems to have gotten better. So maybe let's wait for the third set and see. Yes, we are going in for the third set. I see Dennis Lubowa says the defense has been their weapon to win the game. Unfortunately, today things have failed. Yes, the net defense for KCCA is not working. Bwambale Alex says KCCA has not only feared, but they have also respected Sporters. I think you ought to respect your opponent. You really ought to respect your opponent. But if you want to win, you beat them with respect. Starting us off is Ian with a big swing through the middle. I'll be reading your comments as we go along, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I see. Thank you so much for sending them in and engaging with me as well on this commentary. Changes have been made once again. Chol is now on. Daniel with the big hit, saved. Carlos swinging, but that is in the net. Changes have been made once again. Chol and Carlos are back on court. KCCA, look at the players. I don't know if they don't have any other solution, or they have so much fire still kept in. But that is Moses on the service, going after Esau. Iga Mohammed with that big swing. Oh, my bad, guys, my bad. Carlos is now the opposite, and it seems like Iga is going to be playing as a receiver attacker in this set. I think they want to get in more firepower from their side to get in those hits. Good pass from Alan. It goes to him. It's a block out. Big swing to just send that block out. Getting a block touch as well. Alan going in for the service. Yes, as you've been mentioning, all teams should now be able to host their away games. That's Trevor saying that. Anyway, it's another point for the defending champions. Back here, Ndaula Frederick says the first set rotation for KCCA was okay. Yes, it was, and they seem to have brought it back in with just a small change. And then as we go into where did Okia, sports middle blocker, go? Okia is around. He had surgery, but we are going to see him this season as well towards the end there. Very big swing from Esau on the back row. That is the Esau that we've been waiting for this whole game, but he's just showing up to the occasion in the third set. Service from Mohammed. Moses going to Ian. Touching that, the ball touches the belt. Esau through the block. There's that gap. He's fired up this time. We could see Kcca doing better in this set, but I wonder, are they going to be able to push and maybe take this set, or will the defending champions fight back? Good pass from Alan. Moses confirming here, and once again, he's just not letting it go. He's going to give him those balls. And Ian, very fast through the middle. What a score. Look at that. Vincent barely jumped on that play. Very fast from Ian. Service from Sportes, that is from Ian. Tough pass. Esau, three-man block. Good up from Moses. Can they save it? They do. It is over. Oh, Vincent through the middle, and he doesn't get it. Very good defense from Alan. I wish we could see how he brought that ball back. Saves it. And Vincent trying to play quick, but doesn't get it. This is why volleyball is really interesting. They had all that gap to play it, but very good save from Alan. Service again. Overpass. Carlos with the dump. Net touch called on Kcca as well. I tell you, Sportes has not forgotten what happened in Gulu, and they are here for the point. Definitely not Duke on that net. It is Carlos as he plays that ball. Unfortunately for Kcca, more firepower from the defending champions as they are now leading by 4 points. Going to Esau, big swing, just right over Opila Bosco. He knows it's him. Sending in the apologies. Good play from Esau. If he can stay fired up in this set, I think we could see Kcca improving so much. And now Owen is on the front court. Three-man army on the net for Kcca. 3 attackers, 3 high blocks. Vincent on the jump service. Tough pass. Duke off system play, but that is out. Kcca inching closer and closer to catching up. Opila with the dump. Ball is kept alive. Set through the middle, good touch. Chance for Kcca. Esau shut down. That is Goom Daniel. That is why he's there for that block. Look at that. Once again, Goom Daniel. The block is right on the other side. Esau just having nowhere to go. I see here on our poll, it's now 50% on the winning. Still in set 3. Esau taking advantage of that hit on Moses. Moses is not a blocker that is going to block on the line, really. He just takes the diagonal. And Esau going very high, looking at that space and getting that swing. At the moment, Esau is really getting those points for Kcca. Carlos with the serve. Agaba will set. Duke this time off system, no block, doesn't get the score. Esau going off the hands of Moses. It's kept alive. No, unfortunately, Alan this time doesn't quite get it. Kcca closer and closer now, just 1 point away from catching up. Alan trying to use his foot to save that, but just sending it on the roof. Good. Alan doesn't want to give up. Take note that Jonathan Tumukunde is not around for the Sportes side in this game, but they've still been able to push through. He's one of their crucial players as well. And we don't see Rukundo Johnson also. Good up this time. Moses setting for Opila. That is a net touch. We are level, ladies and gentlemen. Net touch has been called on Opila as he played that. Take a look once again. Yes, he does touch the net as he sends it over. Caught red-handed by the second referee. 8-8. Carlos still bringing in the fire on the service. Can KCCA fight back in this game? It's an ace service. I just mentioned it. Carlos with the power on the services. Ace service for KCCA, and now they have the lead for the first time in this set. First time out called for Team Sporters. Back from that timeout, KCCA still leading by 1 point. Carlos on the service. Good pass this time from Alan. Moses going to Duke. KCCA has now brought their fire back. This is what they were missing in the first two sets. They're now very much fired up. Carlos with a beautiful serve. He's been more consistent than ever this time. It's his longest service run so far in this game. He still gets it. Very hard service. Goom on the hit. Carlos. That is a point for Sporters, able to get a side out. Not clear on what happened there. Oh, net touch from KCCA. 9-10, Duke also going in for the jump service. Sending it to through the middle. That is Owen. I tell you, KCCA is playing much better than they played the first set. They're looking good in this set. 2 point lead. It is an ace service for KCCA. Very good service from Esau. Definitely on court. Things are getting quite intense for Sporters in this set. This time Agaba passing. Opila. Carlos going for the swing. No blockers up. And that is a very beautiful play from him. He goes down the line. Agaba touching that ball as it goes out. 4 point lead for KCCA. Can they be able to keep it this time? Because they gave it away in the second set. But I think this time, with the way they are playing, they could be able to keep it. Service error from Esau to just reduce that gap for Sporters to 3. Opila with the service. Good pass. Ball is still up. Moses going to Alan. Big swing, cross court. What a hit. Sporters reducing that gap. It was a good touch on the block. Alan swinging very fast in between Chol and Owen. There's that little gap, sending that ball in 6. Opila once again with a good service. Iga with the hit through the blockers. Much needed side out for Kcca to maintain their lead. And now it is Owen on the service. Good pick from Duke. Set to Goom on the backcourt. Very high hit off the hands. Miscommunication on the defense from Kcca, and they cannot save it, but I think they could have saved it. Carlos, a little bit of miscommunication between him and Owen on who to take that ball, and Sportes gets the side out. Moses on the service. Big serve, chance for Kcca. Backcourt set for Esau through the pipe, and that's a beautiful hit. He's going very high, and of course there's that little gap in the blockers. He finds a way. Agaba and Duke also communicating a bit poorly on the defense. Kcca at 15 points and Sportes at 12. The game has just become interesting. Duke with the hit on the pipe. Vincent almost got it, but unfortunately cannot save it. Agawa Eliam on the comments saying Alan should avoid football at all costs. Agawa Eliam. He's not here with us today in the commentary. Today he's watching live on the outside. Good pass, Kcca going to Iga. He's left-handed, so definitely very good at cross-court plays when he's in position 2. Look at that, very good moving, and he still finds a way. Moses a little bit far from the line. Kcca has really insisted on that 3-point lead, and we are getting into the late game. Duke, very high hit. Chance again for Sportes. He's going harder this time. Just even higher and better above Carlos's block with that hit. Look at that once again. He knows it's off system. Going very high this time, and he's still able to find the court. I tell you, Duke and Esau, very talented young men and very high hitters. Ian, a very good server, but unfortunately sends it in the net. Oh my God, the game is really interesting. Thank you so much. I see there's so many of you who have tuned in and are watching with us. Please continue to vote for who you think is going to win this game. Good passing, going to Duke. Once again, very, very high from the young man. Very high hit, cross court. A showcase of talent. And he's putting so much power. Moses just going to him. Goom Daniel on the service. The defending champions looking for 2 to catch up. Esau saying no, we are pushing this to 3. He's hitting high and above as well. Agaba really struggling in the defense. Carlos on the service. Ace service for Carlos. I was just going to mention it. He's a tormentor today on the service, and he gets that. He's going after Duke, and Duke just sending that over the cage. Kcca looking very good to take this set away. Carlos this time missing the serve, but at least he got that ace service. He served quite a lot in his first rotation, but this time Alan watching very well as that ball goes out. Hey. Substitution for Sportes. It's a double substitution. Julius on the front court with Otim. Julius on the back row now. Otim Dickens coming in for Moses, and Julius coming on for Goom. It's kept alive. Opila sending it over. It's a dump. Chance. Otim with the swing. Chance for Kcca to get to 20. They do not get to 20. Oh, they do get to 20 actually. There is a touch on the blockers there, Alan and Opila. 4-point lead for Kcca. Good pass from Alan. Of course, they will go to him. Very big swing. Just off the head of Owen. Alan going very high as well on that hit. Substitution, service substitution for Sportes. Malik Damnila will come on for service, and Opila Bosco now out. Can this substitution make a difference? You just have to watch and see. Malik with the serve. Carlos is just on fire. Off system, in system. He's just taking the big swings. And there we have it. Kcca looking for just 4 points to win this set. Not to level things up yet, but to keep themselves in this game and give themselves a fighting chance. Big hit from the defending champions. That is from Ian. What a hit. He knows that space is there. It's good to see Ian coming out of his shell and now playing even much better. 3-point lead for Kcca, looking for 4 to take this set. I wonder if they can be able to finish it up. Good service, good pass. Esau on the pipe this time. Very good defense. Alan going high as well. Chance again. Carlos. It's a free ball. Sportes going to Alan once again. Higher hit even off the hands. I tell you, Alan is doing wonderfully in this late game. He's hitting very high on the hands. Going off the hands of Chol on that play. Two points on the count for Sportes Volleyball Club, and Kcca now calling their first time out as well. This is what we've been talking about. They have the lead and they need to be able to fight for it and maintain it and keep pushing so that they can fight for this set and maybe come into the fourth set and even fight more. Moses with the service. Can Kcca fight back? Yes, they do. Ian a bit frustrated with himself. Back to the 3-point lead. Kcca now looking for 3 to win this set. Substitution coming in. Setter substitution. That is Kijambu coming on for Chol. Good pass. Goom with the hit. What a spike. Just sends that into the court. Very quick play as well, off system, but look at that hit. The defending champion still fighting back. Very much still in the set, but Kcca very much looking confident and ready to take this away. Tough pass going to Iga. Beautiful hit, cross court. Ian fighting with himself there. Moses unable to make that defense as well. Is it set point or is it set point for Kcca? It is not set point. That is not touched by the opponent. Iga hitting the belt on that play. Yes, there was no touch. I don't know, there seems to have been a touch from Duke there, but the referee has called that there was no touch. That is a touch from the belt. The defending champions chasing 2 points. Kcca looking for 2 as well. This is where the mental strength comes in. Ian with that little serve. Net touch, it is set point for Kcca. Unexpected error from Duke. Very good up. Moses going to boom. Shut down. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going in for the 4th set. Good fight from Kcca to be able to fight back and keep themselves in this game. And that is the current table standings, ladies and gentlemen, without the current game that is being played. Those are the standings right now. You can see, yeah, but these are standings from our ST Media. Yeah, that standings are coming from ST Media, not UVF. So, but you can take a look. Those are the scores. KVC at the top with 3 games played. UCU 4 games played. Kcca 6 points with only 2 games played, and Sportes 2 games played with only 3 points because they lost their first game, and now they're in the 3rd game. Kcca as well in their 3rd game, having doing wonderfully really. Nemo Stars in 4th place. But just the beginning of the season, KVC enjoying the top there. But take note that the games today are not included in the standings. The games for this game right now that is happening now is not included in the standings. But look, you're finally here saying African justice. I don't know what you mean by that, but the game is really quite well. Sportes already having 2 sets and Kcca with 1. Are we going into 5 sets, or will the defending champions seal it off in the 4th set? But I tell you, Kcca is on fire now. We could see them even playing better in the next set. Set 4 is underway, ladies and gentlemen. KCCA starting us off with that first point, an error from Duke. I think that's the changes that KCCA made, bringing on Carlos and Iga Mohammed at the same time in the game, is what has really improved for them. Ian with the score. He's done wonderfully on the attack. He's scoring quite a lot through the middle. Moses on the service. It is 1-1 in this fourth set. Spotters having 2 sets and KCCA with 1 set. Big swing from Vincent. That is the first swing we have seen from him since he came into the game. Very good swing. Ian just away from the ball on that block. Good passing, Ian. KCCA going to Esau, hitting very high, and that is a beautiful score. KCCA on fire in this game. Can they be able to come back and we go into 5 sets? Ian with a beautiful hit. Both setters are just using the middles, but we have not seen a set to the outsiders so far in Spotters. That's a beautiful swing from Ian. Alan on the service. Good passing. Pipe. That is Iga with a beautiful hit. Just showing off there, he cannot only hit in position 2, but he also hits in 4, and even on the pipe he's quite good. Spotter is chasing 2 points. Vincent on the service, good passing. Moses going back to Ian once again. Very good touch. Esau shut down. That is Ian. Opila now coming on as well. Ian going in for the service. We've not seen a set to any other position so far in those 3 points of Spotters. They've all gone to the middle. Error from Ian on the service. Very frustrated with himself. Service. Please don't mind the picture. We are streaming from a very tiny camera at the moment. Yeah, one camera, we are fixing it so that we get you back to a very beautiful picture. Big swing from Owen through the middle as well. Esau on the service. KCCA with a 2-point lead. I don't know, I feel like we could go 5 sets. I feel we could go 5 sets for today, and that would be a great comeback for KCCA. That is an overreach called on the KCCA side. Moses going for the set and the blockers shutting it down. Lights on, and let's see how this is going to go. Duke with the service. It's an ace service. He has chosen to go for the float, and Spotters now leveling things up very early in this game. We saw them leveling things up in the second set and they took it away, but I see a different KCCA side, and I tell you, they are still very much in this game and they still have very much firepower. Is it another ace? No, it's going to be a free ball. Chance for Spotters, going to Goom on the backcourt. Big swing, ball is kept alive. Even bigger swing from Iga Mohammed. What a swing. cross-court play, sending that to Spike Town and getting KCCA back in the lead. Service, tough pass. Ireland missing that ball and hitting it in the net. Sport S going back to chasing 2 points. Duke and Agaba having a chat. Very good service coming in from Owen. He's just looking for that gap between Agaba and Duke. Bigger swing from Opila Bosco. What a hit. Very good set from Moses. He's just right there with him and they get a much needed side out. Opila on the service. Good service! Is it an ace? Yes, it is an ace service. And we are level once again. There you go. We are back. Opila on the service. Going to Sharif. Iga, very high touch. Alan. Duke with that swing. It's a point for Sport S. Alan will be breathing a sigh of relief after that error from him on that play. But Duke, Chol going for the block, but just that simple touch sends it off. KCCA's passing has definitely improved, and we are seeing the attack as well. I think the services are, oh, that's an error from Opila. We are leveling things once again. Chol on the service. Going to Duke, very good pass. Moses going to Goom on the pipe. Good touch on the block, it's kept alive. Carlos going for the swing, no, it's a dump. Is it, are they, Duke shut down, it's still up, it's still up. It's a free ball, sending it back. Chance for Spotters. Alan going for the swing and it's another error from him. He's completely failed to convert that off-system play. Alan. He sends it in the net, and that's a point for KCCA. They will be enjoying that one because what a great defense from KCCA. Back in the lead, 1 point. Good up from Duke. Ian shut down. 2-point lead for KCCA. This is the KCCA that we've been seeing in the past weeks with that great net defense. Ian shut down. Very good waiting from Vincent. Good up. Shut down. Alan. No way through for him. KCCA very, very good in this game. 3-point lead now, and we are getting into the late game. It's still early, but we are getting there. Good pass this time. Moses going to Alan, and this time Alan able to get through. The setter giving him a chance once again to prove himself that he's still on. We've not seen so many swings from Goom, yet he's the opposite. We've not seen so much, but they're there, and he's getting the scores in. Moses with the serve. Ball is defended, set off system to Goom. Goes soft, it's a free ball. Going to Iga. He goes for the dump. Net touch. Net touch on Alan. Goom with a beautiful swing. That's a good set from Ian on that off-system play. Alan having so much work to do on his part. He's going in for the service now. Chasing 2 points is Sportes. Kcca doing quite wonderfully. Good pass. Shut down. Iga, is it? That ball just goes through the arms of Ian. Very good play. He's just not backing down. He's swinging quite hard. He's not giving any free balls at the moment. Off system, in system, he's just going very hard. Service! It's an error from Vincent. Ian on the service. Going after Sharif. It's an off-system play. Esa with a beautiful hit. I tell you, I see Sport S going for 5 sets against Kcca because Kcca has just fired up. There is no free ball coming from that side. Sporters getting a much needed side out. Oh, sorry, Kcca with the, yeah, Sporters getting a much needed side out, but still chasing. Boom with the service. Esau shut down by Moses. Ball is kept alive. It's an error from Carlos on the hit. Gets the block against Esau. It's always interesting when a setter gets the block. It's always really an interesting point. And Moses does just that. Timeout called for Kcca. Sport is able to close the gap just to 2 points. Colin. Service from Goom. It's a good serve. Tough pass. Is it an ace? No, it's a free ball. Setting is Agava. Going to Duke. Shut down, net touch called on Kcca. That is Owen. Net touch. And that is just 1 point away for Sporters. The blockers are there, but with the errors on the net, Kcca cannot get that point. Goom serving even harder. The block is there. Very good up from Moses to keep it alive. Opila with the set. Shut down, Duke. That is Chol with that look. He's just right there. Esau going in for the service. Kcca back to a 2-point lead. A very late game now. Are we going 5 or is it going to end 3-1? Moses with the set. Duke doesn't quite get the jump. Chol with the block. 3 points for Kcca. Chol is on fire. You can see it through his celebrations. Good. Volleyball is indeed interesting. Moses going to Duke, shut down. 4 points in a row, but that is a net touch now called on Kcca. Chol disagrees that there was even a net touch. Kcca disagrees that there was a net touch, but the second referee insists that there was indeed a net touch. Kcca now asking for rotation. The referee having a chat here with the captain, the first referee having a chat with his second referee to agree on that call. Points are still given to Kcca, to Sporters. It is 17-17. Very good touch. Ball is kept alive. Chance for Kcca Sporters to go ahead, and they do go in front with a swing from Opila. Sporters now with the lead. 18 points for Sporters, 17 for Kcca. They've been able to close that gap. Little bit of confusion that came in from the Kcca side during that net touch call. Service, good up. Through the middle, that is Owen, and he misses the court as well. Sporters pushing further. But I tell you, Kcca is not one team that is going to give up. Substitution called for Kcca, and that is Kijambu coming on. Kijambu coming in for Chol. Maybe he could make a difference. Duke serving to Esau. Set in 4. Oh, and that is, of course, Iga going through the block there to keep Kcca in this game. Owen going in for the service. Odeke Vincent on the front court. Very fast middle player as well. Maybe he could also make a difference. Owen on the service. Seems to be going after Duke, but he misses it. He sends it in the net. Very late game, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, Sporters is leading by 2-1. Kcca gave themselves a fighting chance by winning set 3, but can they fight even further to go for set 5? But the defending champions still in this game. Opila with the service going to Iga through the block. Ian is quite late on that play. And that is a much needed side out for Kcca. Kijambu going in for the service. It's even much more exciting now with Carlos on the front court and Vincent and Iga as well. Alan is on the front court for Spotters with Ian as well and Moses. Good pass from Agaba. Goom on the backcourt, blocked. Ball is kept alive. Chance. Carlos brings Kcca level with Spotters at this late point in the game. 20-20. Will they be able to get in front? The service is quite good. Tough passing for Spotters at the moment, and Goom cannot get through the block. Pass. Ian misses the court. That is 21-20. Kcca more fired up. Kijambu making the difference at this point in the game. But of course, errors from Spotters as well. Timeout called for Spotters. From the timeout, Kijambu on the service. Still going after Agaba and Duke. Goom blocked. It's a free ball for Kcca and a chance for them to score. Alan keeps it alive. He goes for a free ball. Ball is kept alive. Alan off system. Yes, he gets it for Spotters Volleyball Club. What a hit, and that is 21-21. But I tell you, Kcca seems to be very, very good to push themselves into a fifth set. I told you that Kijambu is the one to make the difference, and he does make the difference to be able to catch up and get them level. But can they get this side out? Because Iga is in position too. Will the setter go to him? The service goes to him, the setter goes to him, and he gets the score. 22 for Kcca, 21 for Spotters. Intense matchup here. I tell you, Kcca has played impressive volleyball. From 2 sets down, Kcca now at 23 points and Spotters now at 21, sorry. 2 points away from making it 5. I don't know what is going to happen in the 5th set when we get there. If we get there, Spotters calling their second timeout. Hopefully the scores are very live and clear to you. 23-21. Iga with the service. Good pass from Agaba through the middle. That is Ian to keep Spotters in the game and keep Kcca from getting 2 set points. But now Alan going in for the service. Is Kcca going for set point, or is Spotters going to catch up? It's an interesting game, ladies and gentlemen. Substitution for Spotters, Malik Damrira will come on for Alan. Serving substitution, of course, and defense. Spotters with the service. What is going to be the next thing that we see here? Are we seeing set point or are we seeing 23-23? And it is 23-23, the defending champions keeping themselves very much in this game. Agasha Josephine saying pressure is getting worse. It is getting worse indeed. Malik Damulila on the service, very experienced player as well. Kijambu. The KCCA chance lies in his hands. Esau with a high hit, nobody home for Spotters to save it. It is set point for KCCA. Can they get it? First time of asking, or are we going to be seeing 24-24? At this point, the pressure is indeed getting worse for the players on the court. I don't know who has the most pressure. Is it Spotters or KCCA? Anyway, substitution for KCCA. Omiel is now on to serve, and Ijongat has come on in the middle for Vincent. Esau switching there on the block. I think they want to control Duke because he's on the front row. Omiel with the serve. Good pass from Malik, going to Goom. Big hit, we are going 24-24. The change in the blocking does not quite work well because Goom Daniel is on the front court and he's a high hitter, very powerful. Change in the substitution here, reversed Owen back on and Ijongat outside. Service for Sport S. Ian on the service. I wonder who is getting set point. Is it set point or match point? It is set point. Ian with that service loss. The fans definitely enjoying that one. It is set point and Carlos is going in for service. Chol is back in this game. They're going for the tall setter for the blocking. Carlos is on the service. Are we going 5 sets? Are we going 25-25? Oh my God, what a game. Carlos going simple. Duke! It's a blockout. I thought that was on, but it is 25-25. If you're not here at the arena, the energy here is just interesting. Double substitution for Spotters Volleyball Club. Julius is on, Otim Dickens is on, Moses and Goom are out. It's a blocking substitution, blocking strategy. Spotters is defending, KCCA is receiving. It is 25-25. Baluku saying, Esawa yona landlord akaba. The game is still going on. It is okay. Esau getting us back to set point for KCCA. Very interesting volleyball here. Iga on the front court and Esau on the back court. One weapon and one weapon after the other. Esau serving quite safe. Otim with the hit, net touch, called on Chol. Guys, if you're not here, I don't know. Alan is now back on. What an interesting set. 26-26. Duke on the service. It is set point for KCCA. Duke with an error on service. Substitution reversed. Vincent now back on. Omiel out. Owen on the service. Good up from Duke. Moses going to Alan. We are going 5 sets, ladies and gentlemen. Alan with that error. What an interesting game. I just wonder what we are going to see in the 5th set. 2 sets for Kcca, 2 sets for Sporters. Remember, Kcca has come from 2 sets down, and usually that team tends to be more fired up in the decisive set, but I want to see what the defending champions can do and what the NCC champions can do as well. I look forward to the 5th set greatly because it's been an intense matchup, but I tell you, Sporters lost this set because of their errors, and Kcca has won it because they are very resilient and they have pushed all through. They have not given up.
Hey! Allah.
Agaba, you should comment that last set. Agaba, you should do that last set. Why are you here attacking you? And it's 1-1 on that fake team.
Why is 2-1?
Hey. I don't have. Set 5, service from Moses. Esau starting off with a beautiful point for Kcca through the pipe. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know who you think is going to win this game, this 5th set, as we start off with Kcca taking that point. Chol on the service, good pass from Alan. Goom, net touch called on Iga Mohammed. Both sides starting really slow, but I tell you, as we get to 5 points, you'll be feeling the fire from both sides. Service from Alan going to Sharif. Set in the middle. Ball is kept alive. Off system set. Duke sending that ball out. There is no touch. He's looking for the fingers, but there is no touch. Good service. They're going after Alan. Moses setting for Goom. Sedam. There is no one to get that side out for Kcca. No one to make that defense. It is 2-2. Very short set that we are having here. 15 points. Who is getting to 15 first? Whoever gets there first is probably the winner of this game. Very good play from Esau, using the hands of Boom on that block. Kcca leading 3-2. Vincent on the service. Very good server. And unfortunately, he serves that out. Good service, set through the middle, blocked, chance for Kcca. Carlos through the middle, that is Opila with a side out to give Sporters the lead. 1 point. It is 4 points and for Sporters and 3 for Kcca. A very early game, but also a very short set. That is a hit on the outside from Esau. Yeah, and of course I'm here with Eliam Agaba. But today he doesn't want to speak to you guys. Yes, because I think he had a wonderful afternoon against Nemo Stars from his team Tigers. But anyway, Sporters having the lead here. It's a short set. Kijambu has come onto the court. Very good play from Esau to get that side out.
Well, good evening everyone who's watching us live as Kcca makes Sporters drink some water here. A very cool evening. Not cool for Sporters so far. The score is 6-4 in favor of Sporters, but very unexpected, of course, considering how Sporters played. Duke Chomukama on for service. Ball well received by Esau. Kijambu's dump picked by Agaba. Again Esau, a dump well picked. Free ball Kcca. Now for Sporters. Alan attacks, but the ball is picked. A dump and a net violation from the Sporters side. Opila alongside Alan. A point for the Kcca side. 5-6 is the score. I'm here a little bit late in the decisive. Esau on for service. Ball well received by Agaba. Opila! Ball on. Nicholas. Okay, let's see. It's almost done. Opila on for service for the Sporters side. Well received by Sharif. Yiga! Again! For the Kcca side, still tight, 6-7. Who will prompt a change of sides here? 6-7 is the score. Omoding on for service. Alan, Duke and Agaba ready themselves for the reception. Let's see how Omoding does. Ball well received by Duke Chomukama. Alan bounces the ball down, but the ball is out. According to second referee, Ball on according to second referee. Ball out according to the Kcca bench. Let's wait and see. The replay says on. Actually passed through the legs. Very tense game here. Oh, I can't blame the coach. Very fast ball it was. Yeah. Sporters 8, Kcca 6. Let's see how Kcca does. Coach Alex still can't believe it. But the replay shows on. We shall have to go with that. Service is for the Sporters side. Moses Odeke on for service. Of course, Odeke, Yiga, and Kijambu ready for reception here for the Kcca side. Damn, well picked. Moses with a set for Alan, who dumps. Good attack here. That was Carlos. Sporters unable to pick it. A very good attack from Carlos and a good set from Kijambu. Now 7-8. Baluku here says the female commentator takes some water, or is when the blacks asking for water. Yes, she's a black. She takes along with the team. Service well received by Duke. Alan fries the ball for the Kcca side. It's 8-8, guys. The female commentator indeed would be taking water right now, because what is this? 8-8. Ball well received by Agaba. Ian blocked but kept alive by Alan. Gumin dumped and picked. Where? Mehdi blocked down. It's Gumin with a much needed block for the Sporters side. Alan on for service for Sporters. But Malik will come and do that for him. A substitution for the Sporters side. Alan out, Malik on. Service from Malik. Ball served, received. Kijambu setting for Carlos. Picked by Agaba, but not well enough. Mehdi on for service. It's 9-9. Who will take this? You can let me know, but let's wait and see. Agaba's reception. Ian! Through the middle. Odeke unable to block the ball here. Ian Akampa on for service now. Opira on for the block. Ian service. Well received by Mehdi. Esau off the block and picked by Odeke. Malik is set. Duke Tabukama! Blocked down. It's Vincent Odeke, ladies and gentlemen. 10-10. The game is tight. The weather is cold. Okay. Service from Odeke. Also out to be replaced by Professor Omiel, jersey number 7. On for the service for the Kcca side. technical team already working on the table. You will be able to get it as soon as this game is done. An attack by Opira. Not covered by Medi. Over 187. Watching us live at the moment. Thanks for watching. Gumin on for service. Double substitution on the Sportes side. As Sportes lead 11-10. Kanyankole returns along with the captain Dicken's team to replace Moses and Gum. Baluko says they want Shamira. That's good, but she's not here at the moment. I'll make sure to relay your information. Tomorrow she'll be back for more matches and more good commentary. An attack out by Esau ensures a 2-point margin for the Sports side. Julius on for service again. Esau, Medi, and Sharif on for reception. Carlos! Good attack here off the shoulder of Dickens and out. Substitution team Kcca. Kijambu out. Chol on. Service from the Kcca side. Chol with the much needed block for the Kcca side. Let's see how he does. He's up against team. Is up against our team. Baluko says Shamira should come back. The team is winning. No, she's away because she's tired. That's why I'm here. She's tired. Okay, service from the Kcca side. It's Carlos on for the service side. Ball well received by Malik. Julius is set. Oh, Team Dickens picked. And dumped by Chol. Well picked. Duke Chamukama's dump. Picked again. Duke again. Flies the ball. But it's a net violation, guys. Very sad indeed for the Kcca side. Duke attacked it out. But Kcca violated a rule. Don't touch the net. 13-11. Alan Opira and Otim on for the defense for the Sports side. But Alex on for a timeout. Welcome back, guys. Almost the last one. It's done, guys. Team Kcca lose out to Sporters. And the last one, too bad for the Kcca guys who came and gave it all. But Sporters win with 15-12. Up next are the table standings. 3-2, not bad for Kcca. Sporters, indeed, as they say, take revenge against their last loss last time. Stay on for the table as we wait for how the other teams play tomorrow. Next up tomorrow will be Tigers up against Sky. Yeah, that's the table, guys. KFC in elite, UCU, Kcca with 7, Sporters with 5, Nemo Stars with 5, having won 2 points on it today. Tigers with 4, Sky 3, Arion 3, KU 2, Police 1. In the relegation so far, KU and Police. That's how it is so far. Let's wait and see how teams tussle it out tomorrow. And we shall be here to serve you indeed, as usual.